Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, I am just going to share my views and experience how children should be taught. While teaching our children, we face many problems. Many questions arise. So, at first, we should focus on the question. While teaching our children, there are many questions that arise while teaching our children. There are many children in the world. Some of them are always eager to learn. Some of them are not eager to learn. Some of them interested in learning. Some of them not interested in learning. What are the parents' problems? What are the parents' mistakes? So, we should find out the answer to the questions. If we found out the solution to the problem, all the children in the world should be taught very easily. My first question, or I am focusing on the first question, when and why are some children eager to learn? From childhood, we try to teach our children, showing affection to them. We try to teach them affectionately, showing affection, showing love. But when they grow up, they are not treated in the same way. So, when and why are they eager to learn? From childhood, we try to teach our children many things. We try to teach them affectionately, showing love. So they feel that their parents love them. So they eager to learn. They are interested in learning. So in childhood, many children try to know many things. But when and why some of them are not interested in learning, not eager to learn. That is the question. When children gradually grow up, some parents try to teach them forcefully, create pressure to teach them. They always force them to learn many things at a time. But we should remember that it is not a correct process and it should not be followed. If we create pressure or force them, they will feel that they are like machines, not their children, not our aims. But some parents forget that they are their children. They consider them only the learners, and parents think that their children will be the best in the world, will make bright result in the examination. When some parents come to know that the neighbor kids or children have made good result, they become desperate and force their children to make good result. They think that occupying or obtaining first, second, third, fourth, any good rank is the only purpose of education. But the main aim of education, I think, is to educate our children so that they take education in proper way and they will be good persons in future. But our only target is to make them understand that making good result, bright result is the only way of achieving goal. So we force them to learn. We create pressure to learn. Then they lost interest in learning. They are not eager to learn because they think they have to read all time, they have to write all time. So their brain becomes inactive. So we should treat our children affectionately, and they will learn playfully. There are many play kits in the world that can be used to learn to teach our children. They will play with the play kits, but at the same time they will learn a lot of things. They are thinking they are playing, but at the same time they are learning. In this stage, children will be interested in learning. But in this competitive exam, in this competitive world, we are all competitors. Our children are competing, also parents are competing. We are becoming competitors all. That is why competition is growing up. All the children know they have to win the competition. All the parents know their children should win the competition. But winning the competition, poising first, second, fourth rank is not the aim of education. The main aim of education is to educate our children in proper way so that they can take proper education and become good persons in future. If they don't take proper education, they will never become good persons. If they take proper education, they will become good person. They will help the society. They will build up a good nations. We know all the children are the builders of good nations. So we should teach our children playfully, affectionately. If we force them to learn, if we force them to educate or teach them, they will lose interest in learning. Children brain are like a balloon. When we try to inflate a balloon, we enter air in it. But when we add more air in it, the balloon blasts. So in the same way, if we try to enter knowledge, more knowledge at the same time in their brain will be inactive. Their brain will deny to accept any process of teaching, any process of learning. So our aim is to teach our children playfully and affectionately. If we show affection, love to them, they will feel that their parents love them. So they will be encouraged, they will be inspired, they will be motivated in learning. And in this way, they will a lot of things without any hesitation. What are the parents' problems? There are many parents who face many problems while teaching their children. They always think their children not learning anything, not interested in learning. I think that we have to remember their children. They want love, affection. So some parents who are making or who are facing this problem should remember that their children are talented, only they need is to guide. So, proper guide, right guide can change the mind of a child. So, parents should guide their children in proper way so that they take education, they will think that they are learning in a playful manner. So, our aim is to educate our children in proper way. I think parents are also face many problems while sending their children to school or any institution. They think the teachers are not properly teaching their children. I also request the teachers they should treat the children affectionately. They should try to understand what they are facing, what they are try to learn. We should, all of us should understand what our children love, what are our children wish. We should teach them according to their wishes. If we don't follow, if we don't emulate their wishes, they will never be educated. They will never be able to learn. So, if we treat our children affectionately and try to teach them playfully, they will learn and they will be a good person in future. Our children are gems. They are the builders of good country. So we should remember that a child is a man in future. So children should never think that they are using like machines. They are using their brain are being used as a talented brain. So that our aim is to educate our children in proper way. So while teaching our children, we should not create pressure. We should not force them to learn. If we show affection to them, if we love them, they will learn very easily. So I request all the parents, all the teachers in the world to treat the children affectionately, help them to learn, encourage them to write, motivate them to gather knowledge. So, thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.